Holdings Berhad. As we know, HSS Holdings is a highly established player in the local food industry and specializing in manufacturing, sourcing, and Good morning, fellow investors, and welcome to KleverStock. I'm Madhvi, and I'm reporting live from Bursa, Malaysia for the official listing ceremony of HSS Holdings Berhad. Well, as we know, HSS Holdings is a highly established player in the local food industry, specializing in the manufacturing, sourcing, and trading of a massive variety of bakery products. The company is now making its official debut on the ACE market today, and we are witnessing a major milestone as this bakery product specialist officially joins the public tech and consumer ranks to the scale up its production capabilities and expand its distribution footprint. Without further ado, let's proceed to the gong ceremony and stay with us for the live streaming as we witness the market open today.
Okay, right. Chin.
Okay, yuk.
Okay. Right. Nanti aku call kau balik.
Okay.
Alright. Dan, okay. Sebab clean sound. Ish.
Sebab tadi ada sudah live kan?
Tadi dah live. Lepas tu dia detect clip sound mic tu. Sebab kita punya clean sound sana. So I cabut baru pasang.
Gary credit. Gary stock.
So around that.
9 lakhs.
Tapi yang additional
Ada additional
yang tadi
seating account. Is some chairman and MD in two
oh
funds.
okay.
Yeah,
Yang itu
two brothers.
okay. But they are all in here already.
Yeah, so yang ni lah the two brothers. Go Chen Chang and Go Chen Tai.
Okay.
Or more than 10. Habis with you will keep track. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly note that this is a standing ceremony. Please come forward as we prepare for this occasion. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for gracing us with your presence on this momentous occasion today. Before we begin, we kindly request that you please switch all electronic devices to silent mode. Please join me as we welcome our distinguished guests. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to all. Yang Bersaha Mr. Kee Tong Kiat, Chairman of HSS Holdings Berhad. Yang Bersaha Mr. Goh Chen Chang, Managing Director of HSS Berhad. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Bill Tan, Executive Director of M&A Holdings Berhad. Yang Bersaha Ms. Tay Yu Hui, Director of Group Market Operations Bursa Malaysia. Members of the Board, Management and Staff of HSS Holdings Berhad. Management of Bursa Malaysia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nikita, your MC for today, and on behalf of Bursa Malaysia, welcome to the listing ceremony of HSS Holdings Berhad on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia. To kickstart today's event, it is my pleasure to invite Ms. Tay Yu Hui, Director of Group Market Operations Bursa Malaysia, to deliver her opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Yu Hui.
Good morning. Mr. Kee Tong Kiat, Chairman of HSS Holding Berhad. Mr. Goh Chen Chang, Managing Director. Dato' Bill Tan, Executive Director of M&A Securities. Members of the Board, Management and employees of HSS Holding Berhad, and distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure there are family members in the hall today. And again, a very warm welcome to Bursa Malaysia. And thank you for joining us on these special occasions. Today, we celebrate an important milestone, the listing of HSS Holding Berhad on the ACE market, marking the beginning of a new chapter as a public listed company. I always say that listing day is always a proud moment. It represents not just an endpoint, but the culminations and often decades of dedications, resilience, and belief in a vision. And at the same time, it marks the start of a new journey, one that brings with it fresh opportunities, new expectations, and greater responsibilities. For many companies, the path to listing is not always straightforward. It requires discipline, perseverance, and the ability to adapt and grow through different phases. In that sense, today is not just about being listed or hitting the gong. It is about recognizing the journey taken to arrive here. It is a moment to celebrate the people behind the business, the founders, the management team, the employees, and the partners who have contributed along the way. Please give a round of applause to those who have worked very hard. HSS Holdings has grown from a humble home-based trading business into a full-fledged producer of its own brand of bakery products. Behind the achievements lies years of hard work, perseverance, and entrepreneurial vision. It is a success story of a homegrown business that would inspire many more. Ladies and gentlemen, at Bursa Malaysia, we see our role as more than just providing a marketplace. We are a partner in growth, helping you access capital, build visibility, and strengthen your governance as you scale. The transition into a listed environment brings with it greater transparency and accountability, but it also provides a very powerful platform, giving companies like yourself the ability to expand, innovate, and create long-term value for shareholders and the broader economy. We remain committed to support you throughout this journey, from today of listing and of course beyond, ensuring that you have the right environment to grow and succeed in a very dynamic and evolving market landscape. Looking ahead, the broader market ecosystem continues to present opportunities. As industries evolve and consumer preference shift, companies that remain agile, disciplined, and focused on delivering value will be well positioned to navigate the next phase of growth. And today's listing is a reflection of that confidence. Confidence not only in a company's journey so far, but also in its potential to contribute meaningfully to Malaysia's capital market in years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we will witness HSS Holdings take the symbolic step forward with the hitting of the gong, joining the fraternity of public listed companies that play an important role in advancing our capital market and economy. On behalf of Bursa Malaysia, warmest congratulations to the board, the management, and employees of HSS Holdings Berhad on this significant achievement. We thank you for placing your trust and faith in Bursa Malaysia, and we look forward to supporting you in the next phase of your journey. Kongsi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Yu Hui, for the opening remarks. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Kee Tong Kiat, Chairman of HSS Holdings Berhad, to deliver his speech. Mr. Kee, if you please.
Thank you. Good morning. Ms. Tay Yu Hui, Director of Group Market Operations of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad, Mr. Goh Cheng Chang, Managing Director of HSS Holdings Berhad, Mr. Goh Cheng An, Executive Director, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Bill Tan, Managing Director of M&A Securities Berhad, members of the Board of Directors and Management Team of HSS Holdings, distinguished guests, valued investors, business partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Board of Directors of HSS Holdings Berhad, it gives me great pleasure to welcome everyone here today as we celebrate the listing of HSS Holdings on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. Today marks a significant day for the company as it will formally enter the Malaysian capital market and begin its journey as a public listed company. This is a proud moment for the board, management team, employees, business partners, and everyone who has contributed to the development of HSS Holdings over the years. The listing is never just a ceremony. It is a transition. It represents a move into a wider arena where the company is expected to operate with greater transparency, higher accountability, and stronger discipline. It is an important responsibility as the trust placed in us by investors and stakeholders must be carried with care. The board is committed to ensuring that HSS Holdings continues to uphold good governance as it progresses as a listed entity. HSS Holdings operates in a business that's closely connected to everyday consumer demand. The products we deal with are familiar to households, retailers, and many parts of the market. Behind a familiar product category is a business that requires discipline, consistency, and careful execution. In such an environment, the company must manage quality, supply, cost, product relevance, and customer expectation at the same time. This is where the experience and commitment of the management team become important. Over the years, HSS Holdings has built its business through practical decision-making and steady execution. The company has reached this point not because of any single event, but through the continued effort of its people, the support of its partners, and the trust of its customers. Today's listing gives HSS Holdings a stronger platform to further institutionalize the business and support its long-term development. The board's role is to guide the company with a clear sense of balance. Growth is important, but it must be pursued responsibly. Expansion is meaningful, but it must be supported by proper systems, governance, and financial discipline. Market opportunities are valuable, but they must be approached with prudence and long-term thinking. These principles will continue to guide the board as HSS Holdings enter this new chapter. The listing also brings with it a broader group of stakeholders. From today onwards, we will not only serve customers and business partners, but also public shareholders who have placed their confidence in the company. We recognize this responsibility clearly. Our objective is to support the management in building a resilient business, maintain sound oversight, and creating sustainable value over time. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad and the relevant authorities for their guidance throughout this listing process. I would also like to express our appreciation to M&A Securities Sdn Berhad and members of Due Diligence Working Group for their commitment and professionalism in supporting HSS Holdings throughout the journey. To our shareholders and new investors, thank you for the confidence you place in our company. Your support is deeply appreciated, and we understand the responsibility that comes with it. To our customers, suppliers, and business partners, thank you for your continued trust. Your support has been part of the foundation that enabled us to reach this milestone. To our management team and employees, I would like to express my sincere appreciation. A listing is often seen from the outside as a capital market event, but internally, it reflects years of hard work, preparation, and commitment. The achievement belongs to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin trading on the ACE market today, we do so with gratitude, humility, and determination. What matters from here on is how we continue to build the company, strengthen our foundation, and honor the confidence placed in us. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to once again thank everyone for being part of this significant occasion today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kee, for the remarkable speech. I'm sure that today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter for HSS Holdings Berhad, and we look forward to the accomplishments that lie ahead. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the highlight of today's proceeding, please allow me to give you some brief updates on the market and trading information on HSS Holdings Berhad. HSS Holdings Berhad will debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia, bearing the stock code of 0460 and the stock short name of HSS Bakery. HSS Holdings Berhad will be listed under the consumer products and services sector of the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia. At 9 a.m. sharp, HSS Holdings Berhad will strike the gong, indicating that trading has begun. And to mark the historic moment, may I have the pleasure of inviting our esteemed guests and have the honor of hitting the gong, Mr. Goh Chen Chang and Mr. Goh Chen An. They will be accompanied by the board members of HSS Holdings Berhad and representatives from M&A Holdings Berhad, Datuk Bilton. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming them onto the stage. It is 8:57 a.m. and we're just 3 minutes away from 9 a.m. I hope you're all as excited as I am to count down. Time is ticking. It is now 8:58 a.m. and we're only 2 minutes away from striking the gong. Please feel free to step forward and capture photographs of this momentous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:59 a.m. and we're 1 minute away from striking the gong. Mr. Goh Chen Chang and Mr. Goh Chen An, please feel free to strike the gong as many times as you wish to commemorate this special occasion for HSS Holdings Berhad. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. We are just moments away from the stroke of 9 a.m. Join me as we count down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On behalf of Bursa Malaysia, a hearty congratulations to the board members and management of HSS Holdings Berhad, their advisors, and all the relevant parties involved in this successful listing ceremony. Moving on to the next agenda, may we have the board and management team of HSS Holdings Berhad for a group photo. Now, we kindly invite Bursa Malaysia management team to join the group photo. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Goh Chen Chang, please remain on stage for the next agenda presentation of the token of appreciation. It is my pleasure to invite Ms. Tae Yu Hui to present a listing commemorative plaque to Mr. Goh Chen Chang. To reciprocate, Mr. Goh will now present a token of appreciation to Ms. Yu Hui. And now, with the admission of HSS Holdings Berhad to the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia, we now invite Mr. Khoo Kay Kwan, Executive Vice President, Listing Group Regulation, to present Mr. Goh with the ACE market listing requirements, symbolizing HSS Holdings Berhad's acceptance of the rules and regulations of the ACE market. Thank you, Mr. Kay Kwan. Now, let me invite Mr. Goh to present a token of appreciation to Dato' Bill Tan. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the close of listing ceremony of HSS Holdings Berhad. For those involved in the press conference, you may proceed to the media room located right behind me. For other guests, once you have finished taking photos, please help yourself with the refreshments that we have prepared in the conference room. Our ushers will guide you there. On that note, and on behalf of Bursa Malaysia, we would like to thank you for your presence here today at the listing ceremony of HSS Holdings Berhad. With this, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, have a pleasant week ahead, and salam sejahtera.
You have to announce, they all don't know. Do they know? Maybe you have to inform them, I guess.
Debut. The stock made a 56 at
Politik.